What's up? What's up with you, man? Can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah, I can hear you now. I heard you say yo.
can you hear me?
Oh yeah, man, that's perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's perfect.
It is awesome. Wait a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I see you live and clear, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you. Yes,
All
sir.
right, man. Tell me something good, brother.
Oh man, everything's good. Everything is all good in the hood, man. How's everything going with you and man North Dakalack? I mean, not North Dakalack, North Cackalack, man. While I'm chilling in North Dakalack, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got peace now.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
He said,
Everything good with you? Everything good
oh,
with you?
oh yeah. Tracy told me, he said, you got peace of mind now since you done left North Carolina.
Exactly, man. You know what, man? Once you get peace of mind, man, you got the perfect woman to give you peace, man, and you had a woman to give you that you can give a piece of your love.
That look, that's right, man. That's right.
Yes, sir, man.
And look, that's a good thing, ain't it, brother?
It ain't a good thing. It's a great thing. It's the most beautifulest thing in the world, man. What Keith Murray say?
That's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yes, sir.
Man, you know what? I was just listening to him and Wu Tang and all them. Them
Oh
was some
man,
them was some hellified, man. They were hellified, when they, bro?
they were hellified. What a tuckers from the Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And you know
Yeah.
what? No, they said that they were better than NWA. Nah, I don't know if they were better.
Um, I think lyrically, yeah, because Their lyrics was a hell of a lot deeper than "Woke Up Late, Just About Noon." Just thought that they had to be in Compton soon.
Yeah,
But as far as like the lyrical depth, if you put Wu Tang Clan's lyrical depth and the I go shouting temple, they had that like Asian vibe in the background and everything. I
yeah,
think their lyrical depth compared their lyrical depth and their knowledge
yes,
compared
sir.
to NWA was better. But far as like the beats, the the videos, the performance, and even when Easy did to express yourself, man, I think that
That was Drake. Express
I
yourself.
thought
That was
I
Drake.
thought now I'm how who was saying now I'm housed in correctional facilities. That was
That
Dre.
was Drake. That was Drake.
That was Dre. Okay, yeah. But Easy and Dre, man, you just with the beat and everything, you couldn't beat
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Veronica was shocked when she heard Dr. Dre rap. I said, "Where you been?" I said, "Dr. Dre, fine."
him. Is he fine?
I mean, for a producer,
No,
for a producer,
none.
he do pretty good.
Oh no, 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 no. You said she heard Dr. Dre rap, and you said Dr. Dre fried, but that's why I said, like you always said, Dr. Dre stick to producing.
But he was,
Um,
but he was
he was
good.
he was okay as a rapper.
Yeah,
He was okay. I can give him street cred. I could say he put in work. If I put Dr. Dre next to a lot of these mumble rappers like Future, or if I put him to somebody like Bobby Smurda or even 21 Savage, yeah, I can embrace his style. But I mean, he pales in comparison to like a Biggie, like a Jay-Z, or like a trying to think who else is out there, man. You ever check out Immortal Technique? Oh, bro, you got to Immortal Technique. Just check that brother out. He's my favorite rapper. I can't. I can't.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, Immortal Technique, man. I would even say above KRS-One, and that says a lot.
now
Yeah,
KRS-One was the damn truth.
yeah, he was. But put him next to Immortal Technique, man. It's just man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shoot you like a couple of my favorite songs by him. A lot of people never heard about him because he doesn't get that much airplay, man. But Immortal Technique, man, he's the truth, bro.
When did he first break out?
What I would say he broke out probably about 15. This is 2024, so maybe around the 20 teens. He's been out for a minute, man. He's Puerto Rican by way of New York, you
Oh,
know.
I'm gonna have
So
to
yeah,
check him. I'm gonna have to check him out, bro.
you talking about some in-depth stuff that'll have you like mind boggled, and especially if you're and I'm not talking about no 2 cent Chitlin circuit. I kicked the bee, I slapped the bee, I eliminated my bodily waste on the bee. I'm not talking about nothing that's that simplistic. I'm talking about something that's lyrically depth and something that has a meaning behind it. Yeah, definitely check out the brother, man. He's on point, man.
Now,
Yes, now, yes.
okay, good. It went all the way. I'm stick to what I know. I mean, it's
Yes.
just I had to put a little plug in just to make sure I can hear you, man. And it
You
was
ain't
like,
Frank Ski Man.
you got that right. I ain't Frank Ski, but I'm Carlos. Shit.
Yes, sir. I'm giving you yes, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you know what though? You know today, on this the 24th. You know it's been 3 years now since Daddy left this earth. Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, man, man. Hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna take a sip for your pops, bro.
Shoot, I might. I don't thank you, bro. Should have poured a little bit out. Said this is for the brothers who ain't here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know what though? I cheat for his day.
Yeah, Chief for his day, man. That's the part about me, man. It's just when you're in oil and gas, man. When you're in the belly of the oil and gas beef, you can't cheat, man, cause you don't want to piss dirty, bro.
I feel you on that.
A
But
lot, a lot of places around here take that hair too, man. But I refuse. I'll stay away if they take. And then I don't even like to get in the fake piss, man, because everybody think they have that fake piss hustle. Well, I can take this, and then they detect certain stuff, or it's not the right temperature, man. I like to be able to just, hey, you know what? The piss test places we have here is Checkers and Cups. You got to
wow,
go to Checkers and Cups. You
goddamn,
know what? Let me whip it out. Let me put it in the cup, and here get the thermometer. You know what I'm
wow.
saying?
But you know what though? They ain't got to worry about taking no hair sample. Cause look, no hair.
Well, you know what? No hair, no job.
I know, right? I know, right?
You're gonna get hair from somewhere. Whether it's under your arm or whether it's under your. And it's crazy though because that's a great point you said. A lot of people they shave their whole body. They even shave their butt hairs. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
but what'll happen is they'll say we don't have anywhere that we can get hair from. We can't hire you at this time. Come back in 2 weeks, and then when you come back in 2 weeks, they'd be like, "Oh, that position has been filled."
it'd be like,
So
and look,
yeah, they're
and in the
not
words of,
going to be like, "You don't have any hair, so we're going to just take your piss and hire you." No, it don't work like that. Take
no,
from me, I know.
hey, look, check this out though. I tell, hey, look, and in the words of how black people in the big cities say bullshit.
Now, you ever seen that little white kid on fucking excuse me, ooh, on freaking YouTube? He'd be like, bullshit, bullshit.
Constantly there, cracking, look, had me cracking them. Man,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
kids today, look, but these kids today something else though, Rick.
They undisciplined. They're undisciplined, and they're raised in a single mother home usually.
And
And
you know,
I don't
and a
care
lot, and a
what
lot of them
nobody.
were trained, and a lot of them were born and trained to be angry.
They were raised and geared to be angry ever since the end of good times, until the dawning of the hustle era.
Yeah,
Um, so talking about the 70s, black kids were raised by single mothers.
yeah,
That was, and then you got to think about the government. The government incentivized not just black women, because there are more white people that are on welfare than us. But you got to think about how the disparity. You got to think about the 13%. We only make 13% of the population, but we make, I think, what 6.5% of the worldwide jail population. So the system by design, man, to just make black kids be unruly and not have that father and to have a mother that she got a screen to the top of her to the top of her lungs at a young black male. You stop, and all it takes that dad to do is just look. And that look is using so many four-letter words and like, I wish your MF and A would. I would slap you across that GDMF and table. You don't even have to say that. You just have to.
yeah, man, look like,
You got
yeah, I know,
you just got to do like a boxer going into a weigh-in. You know how they give each other that stare down. You just got to give that kid that stare down of intimidation, and that's something that black women were not gifted by God to be able to do, and that's what the problem is. That's why there's so many young black men that have lost their way because they don't respect anybody.
Mm-mm.
And that's what makes them get engaged in criminality at an early age. That's what makes them want to stick to the streets rather than stick to the school books. Because at the end of the day, a I can't speak about black kids. I can't speak about daughters. I can't. I don't have any kids. But what I can say is that, like I've seen young black males grow up. I've grown up as a young black male.
Yeah.
I've seen single
And
women.
you were raised by a single father,
Exactly.
and I give him his prop. He did a
Exactly.
wonderful job.
A single father who, when I was 17 years old, and said, "You want to be a gangster? Come kick my ass." Pressed me up over his head like it was some WWE. I guess it's no longer WWF, it's WWE because of the wildlife legal
Yeah.
ish.
But in other words,
But
your dad let it be known that he was still boss.
exactly. You know what? And at the end of the day, that's what men need, and that's what when my dad told me that if you want to be a gangster, do you want to be crying in the middle of the night? Um, Calling another man dad and why he's calling you his speed and while he's putting his rectangle in your circle and not even using any WD-40. I was like, no. Hell no. To the no.
Now your daddy, now I didn't know your daddy was off the chain like that. Now,
But he didn't say it just like I said it. I'm
yeah,
saying it for your YouTube. If we was at a bar, you would get the X-rated version of Rick Reed. But I respect your platform. But anybody with half a brain can understand what I'm saying. And I
exactly.
thought, and I thought about it, and I was like, wow. And there's so many men, who just like who sang the song "Lost and Turn Out." They're
The
men that
whispers.
go to prison. They lost and they turn out.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and when they say, "What in the world did you do?"
exactly.
And then what'll really get me, if I was see that, I'd be like, "You got lost in that." I can't say the word on the. You know what I'm about to say,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
but just like
Exactly.
they say, Olivia lost and turned out. It be some brothers that done got lost and turned out too as well.
Oh, exactly. Brothers going to prison, man. If you ever look at like some YouTube channels or some prison stories, man, or you ever talk to somebody who's been in prison, be like, oh, I know you just came in, man. You getting ready to do your 10-year bid. I got a honey bun and some Cheetos for you up underneath the pillows. I'd be like, who was that on who was the guy on What's Happening?
Dwayne,
Wait, Dwayne.
I know that's right. But I heard some
Uh-uh.
stories. Now look, I heard some stories about that. Now I had a brother on my dad's side. He was a year older than me. He passed away in '08. Every time he turned around, even when we were kids, he's always going in and out of juvenile. Then he started going to jail when he got older.
Right.
But I thank God before he passed on. I'm glad I spent time with him and kicked it with him because he told me some stuff that he didn't tell nobody but me, and I kept it confidential. But what really got it too is one thing I can say. At least I know when he passed, at least he know who was there for him.
Oh, exactly, man. He kept it 100. And I don't care how bad nobody is in the street, man. I don't care how bad a kid is in the street. You could be murking, you could be slanging that thing on the block.
Yeah,
When you're 155 pounds dripping wet and you got two people 400 pounds.
you better know what to get. You better know how to get them where it hurts.
you better know what to do. But at the end of the damn day, I think your options are limited. That's why I just just being slammed on the floor and said about squares, having that conversation about squares and circles
Yeah,
made me really just rethink my path and said, man, I'm not going to ever engage in no criminality and end up in jail. I've had several opportunities present themselves to me, man, where I could have, and I'm just being brutally honest. I
yeah,
could have transported weight from here to Holland to Colombia to Brazil, and I said no.
yeah.
Because I thought about my freedom, and even 10, 15 years fast forward, I was just like, no, I could never see myself in that situation. I was like, what if, somebody's trying to present a lick where you can make 50 grand? Is that worth your freedom? Absolutely not.
Hell no. And they
To the
know it.
no, no, no.
Damn right.
it's,
Damn
it's
right. Bishop
exactly
Bullwinkle. Look, Bishop Bullwinkle in
Bishop
there.
Bullwinkle, man. Yeah.
That joker
You
raised
know,
more hell. That joker raised more hell than us, don't it?
yeah, I got to represent the North Dackalack, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. North Dakota. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. You see what I got? I got on my dashiki.
That's it.
Yeah. Like
Power to the
friends.
people.
Yeah, do that shit right.
Black power. Black power.
Right on.
Right on.
Right on. Hey, but check
Right
this
on.
out. How you like the background I got on there?
Oh, that background is straight up, man. Remind me of going to the sundown plaza, looking out the window.
Yep. Look, I let them know, even though I live in Kansas.
ATL.
Yep. The born and raised, straight up Grady, baby.
But who got that song? Even though I ain't an 80 baby, I'm more like a 70 baby. They say 80 baby, Grady baby, my auntie with the candle lady.
I ain't
Oh,
heard that. That sounds like some Pastor Troy shit.
now I don't think that Pastor Troy. That might be like
It ain't Pastor Troy,
now
but
who owned part of the Hawks? That's a rapper. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
that's
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. 80 baby, Grady baby, my auntie with the candle lady. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that shit though.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
man.
I like. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When Jermaine Dupri came out with that "Welcome to Atlanta," I was like, that was on point right there.
Man, when he came out with the Welcome to Atlanta, man, I think I was flying all over God's creation, man. And I remember the plane. I think I was coming from New York. The plane land, I was like, "Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play."
And I'm gonna tell you what's funny too. I'm gonna tell you what's funny too because when that came out, believe it or not, that was around by the time that I decided to rededicate my life back to the Lord.
Oh, I hear you, man. That's
And I'm
that.
gonna tell you
That's
what's good. You remember I did that and look, and I think months later, I think it was in April. You remember Spanky had passed.
yeah, I remember, man. She died of cancer, bone cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that did something to me for a long time, Rick.
Uh,
I was miserable for a long time, but I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that too, because I was really hurting for Nook when she was young. Because when she died, I was like, "What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do without Spank?" I said, "I can't raise no dog." But guess what? It did turn. It wasn't as bad as it seemed because guess what? I made it. I made it. I survived, and I'm still standing.
man, it's been so many situations in my life. I'm like, how in the hell am I going to go from A to B, man? But then when I looked down at the ground, I realized there was another set of footprints in the sand, and I kept pressing forward. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what you're supposed to do.
And, and it's funny though because when you overthink and you overanalyze, and you fail to realize that you know who you are and whose you are, then at the end of the day, you just become overwhelmed. But if you just take a deep breath, let go, and let God, everything will work out. Now, I'm not saying just lay in, just cower in the corner and don't do anything, but you'd be surprised that once you take that first step,
God will help you take two or three more.
you'll take 2 or 3 more, but you got to take that first step.
And
So many people.
and that's what I did, Rick. I mean, I didn't know what to do, but guess what? I didn't give up or give out.
You did it. You know, you never know what to do. Nothing comes with a manual. Nothing comes easy, man.
Mm.
Nothing would have ever came easy, man. When you would have thought when in 20 what was it, 2012? Yeah, yeah, 2012. Um
2012.
my didn't have any gas. I'm freezing my butt off. It was like February, March.
Wow.
Um, you know, sleeping bags, a bunch of blankets, um, no gas. I had electricity. I could afford electricity. Could
That
barely
gas
afford
was bad.
electricity, but couldn't afford the gas. Had a newer truck in the driveway, but couldn't drive it because I didn't have insurance. And I'm a stickler about that. I'm not going to drive nothing with no insurance because if I get in an accident, I'm screwed. You know,
You
I'm
get
out
caught,
of
you
poly.
screwed.
Get not just get caught, get screwed, been in an accident, man. If I somebody if I ain't paying attention and damage a $50,000 Mercedes,
Yeah, man.
I'm getting sued. You know what I'm saying? My whole life is ruined. You know, so
Oh yeah.
I just walked everywhere. Got a bicycle and stuff. This was for like months, man. I'm not going to talk about people on a public platform, but somebody that I know and asked me to hit a lick, and that thought came through my mind for half a second. I'm like, heck, and Samantha was like, oh man, you know what? Go to she saw a news broadcast on NBC. They was talking about what's going on in North Dakota, the directional drilling, the oil boom, and everything was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I came up here June 2012, and
Yeah.
I stayed up to 2016.
Yeah.
And it was the best decision that I ever could have made. Sleeping in my car for 3 months, you know, um, giving the toilet golden showers and squatting and unleashing brown bombers in a McDonald's bathroom or park bathroom. Sleeping in my truck. But
Wow.
it's the growing pains is what you have to do to get what you want. And
Oh, that's true. But
and
guess
and,
what?
and then I came back here for the second time in June. It's funny, like 10 years later, I came back here for the second time. Nothing really anchoring me to Atlanta.
Mm.
I'm able to put my tentacles out there and see what else is out there. So it's here. It's just I went to a job fair. Freaking when was it? Thursday. Just for ish and giggles, I have an okay gig, man, and some other stuff is on the horizon. And it was like the employer, the people hiring was sitting there like Maytag repairman. They was like people begging people to come work for them.
Wow.
That's the set of dynamics, man, because you got so many young cats out here that want to be mama boys and that don't want to work. And,
You
and
know what though? I tell anybody, like they say in the Bible, you don't work, you don't eat.
exactly.
But you know what I told the manager when I first got hired at Kroger? He had
Yeah,
asked me, he said, I know you sing in the choir and you go to church on Sunday, but if we need you, would you be available? I said, let me tell you something. Yeah, I go to church true enough, but I ain't no fool either. You don't work, you don't eat. I say, the hell with the sirloin. I ate the fried chicken and macaroni and cheese for one hell of a substitute. And look,
exactly.
and when I said that, Rick, dude literally fell out the chair.
Exactly, man. And
But
one
it
one
worked.
thing Les Brown say you got to be hungry. If you're not hungry, it's not going to come to you, man.
And,
You have to be hungry. I'm
but check this
Yeah.
out,
Go
too, Rick.
go ahead.
Check this out. But when he fell out the chair, I told somebody, evidently it worked. I got the job.
You got it, and you've been on that same job. Well, you've been with the same. You was with the same company for 20 years or 20 plus
Yeah,
years, right?
15 years
Yeah. 15 years. Yeah. So
and retired.
and retired. Yeah. So you did the right thing, man. You hung in there. You had that laser focus. That's just something. Longest job I've ever had was 7.5 years. I got adult ADD. I got to keep moving. If I see BS, I got to go here and go there. And that's my Achilles heel. But at the end of the day, um, it's it's helped me too because I'm just like that. When I see BS, I just go somewhere else. You know.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this though, but way before Publishing Program, in fact, when I worked for the state on Pasta Leon, now you know I've been with Kroger for a long time, but the second longest tenure I had when I worked for the state, remember that?
Yeah, you were driving the transport van. Yeah,
Yeah, I was driving the van and the teacher's aide too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you'd be like, "Ready to room."
Yeah, and look, they used to look. I can be pissed off before I go in there, but when I leave that day, I'm leaving out my side be hurt because they don't say the DSO, have my head crying.
And the thing is, it's just like you got to realize that, and I don't put people on blast, man. But I'm not gonna say if it's a friend or family member, don't matter. But somebody that I'm real cool with, man, they have a kid, man, who has supposed special needs, but there's so many different levels to that. So many people try to lump people in that program, man. They try to say they try to use the R word for somebody, man, and it's just a lot of it, man. Is I don't want to get too technical, man, because if I start talking about that, man, I'll be talking for hours. But
But ain't
very
no,
long,
but I'm gonna be
very
honest with you. But I'm gonna be
no.
honest with you.
Go ahead.
When they be teasing people like that with those disabilities, I'm quick to cuss them out too.
Oh, exactly, man. People who tease. I don't even like to call it disabilities, man. I like to call it perceptionally unique, man. The way you look at stuff is different from the way I look at stuff, and I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
look, and I like that too. I like
You look at Elon Musk. He has Asperger's. He has autism. He has I don't know if he has Asperger's, but he has a form of autism. Chris Rock has a form of autism where he can't tell people's personal cues and facial expressions. So there's so many people out here who's done so much and been impactful on our community, our society, and our nation, man, that in the world that suffers from some form of autism, man. So I was looking at this documentary about this guy, and I'm not going to say who he is and everything for the purpose of your platform. I'm not going to go there, but um, he was like he started to read when he was like in the eighth, when he was a juvenile delinquent. And now
wow.
he's very, very prolific and very articulate. Has written. Well, I can go ahead and say who it is. I don't think I'm going to get flagged for using the p word, the pimp, pimping
I,
Ken.
oh,
You know,
I thought you were talking
so
about Iceberg Slim.
he had the same profession as Iceberg Slim, but pimping Ken is just go. Just I was looking at a video, man, the other day, and I sent it to somebody, man. And he was like, they called him the R word. You can't learn, you'll never learn. The easiest thing for a lazy ass teacher, man, who is 2 + 2 = 3, stupid and pathetic, and just not only a piss poor excuse for a teacher, but a piss poor excuse for a human being
Yeah,
to not deal with the drama or anything. Is to just be labeled somebody with the R word. You can't say that now, but it was like mentally R. Just to label somebody at that.
right.
And at the end of the damn day, man, it's like you don't even ask the right questions. You don't even ask why did they answer this question that way. You just want to lump everybody into the same category, and it's unfortunate. And there is that huge disparity when you deal with black kids versus other kids.
Right.
Um, a black kid who just saw his brother get shot. His mom is strung out on crack. His dad is um, pimping out down the street. He raised in a whorehouse, just like JoJo Dancer. Do you
Right.
really think that kid is going to have a quality education, do you think that kid is going to have the same view of life as Jeffrey Prudhomme from 90210? Absolutely not.
No.
You know, and that's the way you got to look at it.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna tell you this though, while it's on my mind, Rick. That's why I enjoy going live with you, man, because I love it when you be kicking knowledge.
You don't want to kick the knowledge, man. I'm just kicking vicarious knowledge, man, through what, people who I've taken the time to listen to, and in yourself. Uh, you know, when I was young, you're like, yeah, check out this Public Enemy. I'm like, okay, yeah, great. Checked out some Arrested Development. Check out some
NWA.
NWA, yeah, but I'm talking more in the line of
Boogie
knowledge.
Down Productions, Younger Brothers,
But your Boogie Down Production, Jungle Brothers,
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest. Dang, I cannot think of it. I know you could think of, you're the musical genius, man. Who sang Me, Myself, and the De La Soul?
They also, I'm about to
Daylight
say
Days,
it.
some De La Soul, right?
Oh yeah.
Some EPMD,
Oh
some
yeah. What's that dude? What's that K Solo?
yeah, some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of I I I want to listen to more than where the plot of lyrics, what somebody lyrical depths and surpasses
But I tell you somebody who was
beat
a
beat.
lyrical.
Go
I
ahead.
tell you somebody who was a lyrical god. You know, and I know. Rakim.
Oh, Rakim is the goat, bro.
Look,
Rock,
he's a
rock, rock,
look.
rock, rock,
He was
rock,
a
rock.
lyrical. He's a lyrical god.
Rakim is like there there is no other.
It really it wasn't, but he was a lyrical. Like I said, he was a lyrical.
I'm trying to um I'm trying to get the name of this song, and I know it's something in iniquity, but I'm trying to get it, and I kick it. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but this is like um mystery of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Have you ever
song?
listened? I just male and female. You ever listen to the Mystery of Iniquity by Lauryn Hill?
I think I have.
Oh, that's one of the deepest songs out there, man. It's
Man,
just that's
Lauren Hill.
just
Man, Lauren Hill was deep back in the day anyway.
oh man, she was, but it was like it was funny though, because it was like, I'm getting ready to go to work. It's about freaking 5ish in the morning, and this song just happened to be on my playlist, and it's older song, several years ago, and
Yeah,
I
but
started
I
listening
remember.
to it.
But I remember when
When
I remember when her first album dropped, her first solo album dropped. I bought I bought that sucker when it first came out.
was there something between the Fugees and the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, or you talking about the Miseducation?
The Miseducation.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was deep. But I think this was a little bit after that. It's called The Mystery of Iniquity, man. It's just now. I don't know. I just when I listen to music, I like to listen to the. A lot of people like to just listen to the beats. Yeah, the beats are cool.
You got to listen to the concept, the lyrics, and all that other stuff.
I can't say that. I can't say that if I'm working out, or if I'm, if I'm in the gym, or if I'm trying to, get my run on and stuff, man, I'm going to listen to Woke Up Late, just about noon, just, I'm crunk, but like when I'm chilling and, I got my Q45s on my ears, I'm
Mm.
trying to listen to something that has some type of lyrical depth to it, man.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the one song I did like, still do like by Lauryn Hill. The sweetest thing I ever known.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too, man. Yeah.
Yep, that's one of them songs. That's one of them songs. Nuki caught me off guard. Nuki snuck up behind me when I was singing it, and I think she was little when that came out. But let me tell you what's funny about that. She said, you thought she was at church, did you?
Huh.
You know
Oh
my daughter.
hell.
You know my daughter. She was silly. Now I'm gonna tell you something. She got me good many times when she was young. She knew how to. Now I know where she got the comebacks from, Rick.
This for pops.
Yeah, she got it from me and her mama.
Oh, yep, yep.
You know, she told me, now I see why y'all were together. She said, both of y'all crazy.
You got to be crazy in this cold, cold world.
You got that right. You got that right. I remember that was somebody that said about me and my play sister Monique. My mama said, now see why y'all good friends. Both of y'all crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something. You know Monique a miss. If she had my mama, if she had my mama and Veronica damn near falling out the chair laughing,
Oh, hell no.
you know she a miss, don't you?
Oh, exactly.
But what really got me though, Rick, when she
What?
told Veronica, when she met her the first time, she told Veronica she wanted a picture of our baby eating some cornbread.
Eating cornbread.
You get it? Because I had gained all that weight when
You,
she saw me. And she said, I want a picture of y'all baby eating some cornbread.
shit, I bet. But you know what? You ain't gonna get no picture of that baby eating cornbread because dad's gonna be like, "You go eat that cornbread."
And speaking of, I sent her a picture of gold mouth.
Oh, hell no.
And I said, you want a picture of your baby eating some cornbread? I said, there you go. You know Monique busted out laughing. You know what she
Oh
said?
yeah,
She said, you a mess, Carlos. Oh, guess
yeah.
what she had Veronica one time?
What's up?
She said, how do you put up with that food? She said, that joker will have you crying.
Oh yeah, man. You out the chain, bro.
Because I remember Monique told Veronica, she remember I had her laughing so hard one time. Her mama came in there and said, it ain't that funny, is it? And Monique said, you don't know? But check this out. But when I met Monique mama for the first time, she said, you right, Monique. She said, he is crazy, but he fun to be around. But guess what? Me, her mama, her aunt, and Monique done burnt.
The burnt.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, chief. Okay, gotcha.
We cheap. We call it burn. But shoot,
Okay, yeah.
man, we had a good time. Just sat around, talk, mess, enjoying each other, having listen to some good music, all that good stuff.
You know
But
what, man? I think you know what, like going forward, I will be able to take off 3 weeks, and I say, man, like I go somewhere, I'm gonna just pass the dutchie on the left hand side, man. But it's only something I can do once a year, man, because
and look, and
it's too much at stake for me to piss dirty.
I know that right. But if you came to North Carolina, you'd be like, that she on the left hand side. I'd be like, I said,
Oh, you could.
I'm gonna throw
Is it legal there?
well, you know what though? Everybody named mama just
No,
gonna
no, 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 no. The reason I'm saying though is because they have like pot shops there. Is it? No, cause like
oh,
I'm like
they got cannabis shop there, yeah. They got look, Rick, read my lips. Look at me real good. They got a dispensary, man.
for non-medical. You don't have to have a medical card.
Right, they got a dispensary in Burlington, yeah. But I'm gonna
Do you
look
have
at
to have a medical card? Yes or no?
I'm not sure, but guess what? It'll work for me. You know why? You know why?
Okay, I got
Because I'm epileptic.
you. Okay, yeah, got you.
Even though, look, Rick, even though I ain't had a seizure in a good New York minute, but
Hey
guess what?
man, you know what? They give you a form, you fill it out, you pay $200, and they say okay, and you go to the dispensary. I'm
Hey,
just gonna keep it 100. I can be like, I have nightmares about midgets with canine teeth coming after me every night, doctor. You like, where's the $200? Scribble, scribble. Hey,
God,
they don't. You know what? As long as the feds get their money, the doctors get their money, you pay your $250. Everything is Gucci, man. And that. But now here they have recreational, so like anybody can come in and get. Well, not here, but like 20 minutes away. In
Colorado, Montana.
no, 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 in Montana, not Colorado. But Colorado is a ways, but Montana is next door. I can get to Montana in 20 minutes. But
Wow.
like once you get to Fairview, and then if you want to drive 30 minutes to Sydney, 30 40 minutes to Sydney, Montana, they got different dispensaries and stuff. And one thing about here, man, like you can gamble and stuff. You can like watch the horse races live on TV and bet on them. You can go to just like say for you go to Chit Chats or what's the other bar? Chit Chats, Bigelow's or something. You can just walk up, they can play a slot machine, play cards. So that's the cool vibe about here. And the Georgia's too freaking conservative, bro, for my
They're
blood,
not only too conservative, they don't want us to have a damn thing.
Oh, exactly, exactly. They dang sure don't want you to have a dang thing, man. That's why they raised property tax. Even like property that's generational, they raised the property tax up so that you can't afford it. It's the real estate is ridiculous, man. But at the end of the day, just like I was listening to shoot, what's the brother's name? Rizza Islam.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about America is overly populated. He said no, which I agree. Go to Burlington, North Carolina. Go to Williston. Go to any place in North Dakota, probably outside of Bismarck and Fargo. It's not overly populated. It's densely populated. All the rats trying to go for the same little piece of cheese. And
Hell
that's
yeah.
why you have, the homelessness problem. That's why you have unemployment. That's why you have the drug problem. Everybody's so depressed. Everybody's trying to get the same little piece of cheese. You need to get the hell out of those big cities, man.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. And a lot of them uneducated, ignorant, and mad at the fact because they poor.
That's true. But you believe it or not, what is education and what is ignorance? And hear me out. Hear me out. Here you can have somebody that they would call special needs, man, but and they don't have no education. And in most areas, they have ignorance. They don't know the Pythagorean theorem. They don't know anything about trigonometry, calculus. They probably barely went to the eighth grade. Hence, they're uneducated.
Right. Just
Hence, they're hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hence, they're ignorant to a lot of things. But
Yeah.
They dad taught them how to work on a truck,
Yeah.
and they've been working on a truck since they was 15 years old.
Right.
They might not be able to articulate themselves, but at the end of the day, they can make money. You get somebody here, man, they don't care if you graduated high school or not. Can you work on this truck? And if the answer to that question is yes, and if they're willing to put in 60 hours a week, then you're talking they're going to make over $100,000 a year.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna say
They're
this
they're
right
gonna
here.
they're gonna make the same thing as this person in Atlanta who's like, well, I have a degree from Harvard, Yale. Okay,
They got
piss
a
on your
divinity from
degree.
Morehouse.
Yeah, yeah, Morehouse, Spelman, Morris Brown,
Clark.
Clark, whatever, whatever. What the Ivy Leagues versus the AUC, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much education you have. At the end of the day, it's like, can you bring in an income and can you balance your books? If you can
Right.
bring in your income and if you can manage your finances, then you're doing okay. It don't matter, man. I've known a couple of people, man, who are great body mechanics who can't read.
And
So
guess what?
what?
It's not so much
They got
about
a
that. It's common sense. Common sense.
common sense ain't so common anymore. And I
No.
and I and I and I've seen the most. I've dated some women, man, who were like held master's degrees, and I was like, did that just come out of your mouth? I'm a dummy, bro. I'm 2 plus 2 equals 3 stupid. Call me that. I'm ignorant. When I was in elementary school, I was in the slow learners class. Um,
Were you?
but I started reading. I started meeting people. I started being around different environments, exposing myself to different situations, and I started learning more and more and more. You got to think, you got to think like somebody like Joe Rogan. I don't know if you ever watched his show.
He's not the smartest person in the world, but you know what? He sits down and listens to people who have jobs that he know nothing about, who can talk about stuff that he knows nothing about. And he
Right.
and he's like a sponge. He learns from that. Just like somebody who's a detective. They might not be the smartest person in their class, but you got to think a detective. They're talking to a doctor before they get to. I saw that body under the basement. Oh, so you're a doctor. Oh, so you're into clinical psychology. What does that involve? It's just like talking to people and each one teach one and learning vicariously through someone else's experiences that's going to enhance what you know. And that's the part of life. It's not about having degrees or having certificates. You know, my hat goes off to anybody who's gone through med school. My hat goes off to anybody who's passed the bar. My hat goes off to a chemical aerospace electrical engineer. Salute.
Yeah, my
But
hat
at
go
the
off
end,
to anybody who made it.
anybody who made it, my hat goes exactly. But more than just saying my hat goes off to them for, going through school, my hat goes off to anybody who can make the same amount of money that they made with an eighth grade
Made the
education and know how to
sacrifice to
know
get there.
that know how to work on a truck. My hat goes off to anybody who got a sixth grade education who know how to drive a truck. My hat goes off to anybody who um, committed a crime and paid the time and did 10 years in jail, and they used that time to learn how to do carpentry, learn how to do plumbing,
And
got
change for the
married,
better.
and changed for the better, making $150,000 a year because they're a master carpenter, a master plumber, because they took courses while they was in jail. They didn't just sit around and play video games. My hat goes off to them, man. So I don't, man. You know what? What somebody else eat don't make me crap. And at the end of the day, I gotta whip it out and put it in and take a piss in the toilet, just like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or anybody else do.
Right
So
on, right
man,
on.
we're all the same. Just like if you look at the Islamic faith, you look at Muslims, you look at them
Muslim,
going
Muslim.
Muslims. You look at them. You're talking about the boys to Mecca. You're talking about walking around. Where they walk around and they throw the stone when they get to Mecca. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it at the time.
I know what you're
It
talking about.
doesn't it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a plumber, or if you're a janitor. First come in line, it's the first person that's going to go around. There's no VIP tours for that.
Right.
We're all the same, man. It's as long as you're out there trying to make it happen, I can respect you.
Oh
If
yeah.
you're out there, if you're out there with your hands out, I can still respect you. But while you having your hands out, I'm gonna be like, hey, look, why don't you go to this temporary? I can call this person. They're going to help get you a job. I've looked out for like not as much now as it was when I was here before, but once I got put on, I looked out for people, man. And it's crazy though because so many people in Atlanta, I'll be like, hey, come to North Dakota and work. They're hiring, man. You don't need no experience. I don't know about that. It's too cold. I can't be away. I'm like, well, you don't want it. You don't want it bad enough.
I look, got
You
more
don't
excuses
want
than you know who going to jail.
exactly. And my dad said one thing that's very profound. Excuse ain't nothing but a lie with a shirt and tie on
Yeah.
it.
And look,
Say
I got
something. Talk to me.
yeah, talk to me, say
Talk
something.
to me, son. Say something. That's all the excuse is, man. Excuse ain't nothing but a dressed up lie. And
And
and,
that
and
is
so
true.
that but the thing is, in order to succeed, always remember this. In order to succeed, you have to be uncomfortable.
That right. And guess what?
You
And the only
got
way
you
and the only way you fail is if you don't try.
exactly. You know what? If at first you don't succeed, keep on
Try
sucking till you do
again.
suck a seed. You
And guess what?
know,
And if you look, try again. If not, try something else.
you know what? True. And the craziest thing, man, I would have never in my wildest dreams thought that I'd be working outside in negative 40 degrees weather. There's no words that I can describe how cold negative 40 degrees is.
Oh, I can
Right
just
now,
imagine.
I'm going to show you how it looks right now so that You can I rotate this? Oh yeah, I can rotate the camera.
Rotate, rotate, rotate.
Let me rotate and walk outside and show you. It is
What they
like
say,
what
roll.
April?
What
Well,
they say, rotate, rotate, rotate.
what is it? What is it? April the 24th or something like that?
March.
Want to see? I'm tripping. March 24th. Thanks for correcting. I'm
Holy,
like.
holy cow manure. But that snow, but look, that snow look beautiful though, man.
Oh, it don't feel beautiful. That's why I ain't going outside in it because you ain't used to it. Once you get used to it, and once you start seeing it, it's just like this is how I live my life, bro.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking at
know,
the house. I'm looking at the house across the street. They got some nice houses I see.
It's all right, man. You know, hey, a blue class neighborhood. You
Yeah,
know,
working class.
work,
Everybody just
everybody working,
yeah, but
everybody working, man.
I know it's cold as hell up there. But that's no. If Veronica,
But you know what is funny? It's not that cold because it's only 20. It's like 23 degrees. But when it's cold, when it gets negative 17, this winter wasn't that bad. I think the coldest it got this winter, it got like 1 or 2 days. It got negative 70 wind chill. No, not negative 70. Negative 60 wind chill. And I think it got negative 40 for a couple of days.
and I saw and I caught that on the news. But check this out. I don't heard some stories about being cold because you remember Veronica from New York.
Man, I'm not, man. I know she's from New York, and I'm not trying to be that guy. Like, well, you need to come here and have a pissing contest. It's colder here than there. What part of New York is she from, though? That's the $1 million question.
But she was born in
She born in where?
Harlem.
Oh, Harlem. She's from. Yeah, it's not like upstate. I used
Look,
to
and
go
she
to.
was raised in Queens. Now upstate, that's another story like Buffalo and Niagara
Yeah.
Falls.
But,
That's
but
when it get
Buffalo.
cold
Yeah. That's when it
because
gets cold.
it's close to the water.
Yeah. And it's crazy though, because both airports are in Queens, JFK and
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia. Yeah, I've flown into JFK LaGuardia, Newark, which is like 30 minutes away. I used to go to New York all the time, so I would be between the Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, all over Manhattan, Staten Island.
Yeah,
Um, I've probably been to New York 30 times. You know.
I ain't never
Uh,
look. I ain't never been to Chicago or LA. But the closest I got to New York, believe it or not, Newark, New Jersey, because my great grandmama had a brother that lived up there, Uncle Andrew. He sounded
yeah,
like Captain Crunch and Mr. Magoo at the same time.
if you was in Newark, New Jersey, you was basically in New York.
Yeah, but there's stank over that motherfucker too.
But Newark is like you got Newark, you got East Orange, you got all around
Jersey
there.
City, Jersey City.
Jersey
No,
City, yeah. I drove an 18 wheeler through Newark.
you did.
And yeah, in freaking oh, let me look at my resume and tell you, like, was it 20? Have I got my resume right here? Where did I drive? Um, was it 2020? I think it was during COVID.
Oh
So I want
yeah.
to say it might have been during da, 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 da. Yeah, 20. I think I was in New York like about April 2020. In
Wow.
Newark, I drove through there. Oh yeah, I would drive from New Jersey to LA. LA is nothing nice. Driving through LA traffic is nothing, but there's nothing like New York. And I never did go through New York, but I did. I went through Newark, and just driving through that traffic was just like unreal.
Hey Rick, not
Yo,
trying to
yo.
cut it short, but session's almost up. But let me close it out. I want to thank my partner, my buddy, before Soul Train got knocked out of syndication, Rick Reed, for joining me on the Carlos Stargell show.
Peace.
Hey,
Hey, I
look,
got.
hey, look, but hey, look, but we want to thank all the viewers, and if they haven't subscribed, they can hit that like or that subscription bell.
Exactly, and I want to make it YouTube friendly. This is apple juice in this bottle.
Hey, that's on. Look, that's on you what you're drinking, and ain't nothing I can drink, but enjoy.
Yeah,
But
oh, man, I enjoy you and you enjoy life, man. Keep in touch, man. Be blessed, stay positive, be steadfast, unmovable, and always abiding in God. Peace, love, and soul.
right on. But look, I'm gonna call you a little later, but I'm gonna
All right,
close this
bro.
out. But until the next time, peace. Two fingers.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in to the Carlos Stargell Show with Carlos Stargell the last. Cause when they made me, they broke the mold.
They broke the mold. Yes, sir.
All right.
The
Well, hey, look,
greatest of the greatest.
I'll call you in the future.